Alright, hey guys, Fiddlefared here, and welcome back to, another very interesting episode of Mutiny, which has been pretty fun so far. It's gonna be probably a silly game with lots of sex jokes, but that's a fun kind of game. To me, anyway. Alright, but anyway, guys, something concerning you? You look off. I'm getting used to boat travel, and I haven't slept yet. But last night was very cozy, but I also stayed up the entire time reading. I think I'll just take a nap. Ship sighted! Laura sounds more than a little alarmed, fluttering down from the crow's nest. Well, let's just avoid it. We can try, but they've been making a beeline for us, I think. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Mutiny! I'm sorry this episode has taken so long to get out. We actually had a major storm up here not too long ago, so I was legitimately without power for about 5 days, and I've been just getting my shit together since then, but we're back. Back in the Mutiny, so let's, I think we're getting ready to set off on an adventure. Adventure time! Not that kind of adventure time, but a much dirtier, most likely adventure time. Let's continue. Something concerning you? You look off. I'm not used to boat travel, and I haven't slept yet. But last night was very cozy, but also I stayed up the entire time reading. I think I'll just go take a nap. Ship sighted, miss, sir. I don't fucking actually really know what to call you. It's kind of confusing sometimes, you know, with the whole thing. But anyway, there's a fucking ship on the horizon. Lara sounds more than a little alarmed, fluttering down from the crow's nest. Then we'll just avoid it. Well, fucking, that sure sounds fucking simple, but it probably won't be quite that easy. Well, we can try, but it's made a beeline for us. I think we've got pirates on the way. Are you sure? I'm pretty fucking sure. I just said it, didn't I? Hey, I'm damn proud of these eyes, bitch. But seriously, we're going to need to do something about this. I mean, I don't know why we're still talking. Okay. Do you know how to fight other ships? I mean, I kind of fucking doubt it. By experience, no, but I've read stuff. It'll have to do. Oh, well, that's not very encouraging. You don't look so good, Cap. Are you seasick? I'm just tired. Not important. Go get everyone. We'll handle this while they're far away. On it, Foo says. Oh, hello. I hope we're the big ship. I want to be the big ship. Cap, do you know what to do then? I spent all night reading about this bit specifically, so don't worry. Okay. This is the enemy ship approaching. It's currently far away from us. I have eyes, sweetie. It's just one piddly ship. We can scare it away. Well, fuck, look at Mrs. Big Man over here. Sure, okay. Well, these are our tactical options. We can brace for impact if they're really close to us. Because let's face it, we can't dodge them. Okay, but what about shooting them to make them go away? Well, I mean, I don't know what the fuck else you thought I was gonna say, but yeah, sure, that sounds like a great idea. We can just open fire on them. That will ruin their aim a bit and knock them about. But if they're close, that's not going to work at all because we just get shot as much as them. In this case, though, it's the perfect firing range, right? Hold fast, and shoot. Open fire! Ha! Shook 'em. How come we still got hit? I mean, we are always going to get hit. At least a little bit. but we'll eventually outrun them. Ding goes my thingy. Okay, a little side note. I just paused the recording for a second. I got distracted and had to laugh because I actually, like, I was in the middle of that line. My Facebook Messenger went off, and one of my friends was actually like, "Oh, playing Mutiny," and I was like, it made me laugh. And I just completely messed up my flow. Anyway, I mean, we're always gonna get hit at least a little bit, but we'll eventually outrun them. All we have to do is lessen how much damage we take. I see, but what if more ships attack us at once? This is just a single ship, fucking dumbass. Hypothetically speaking, I'd like to be prepared. Okay, well, our options are pretty much the following. Brace, open fire, and evade. In other words, close enemies, medium range enemies, and long range enemies. If, for instance, there was a ship close to us and a ship at middle distance, what should we do? I take it that if we brace, the middle ship distance still hits us a bunch, and if we shoot, the close one hits. Correct. At least one of the ships would hit us really hard. I suppose we can't do both then. Actually, we can. We can brace and shoot at the same time. Why don't we do that every time? Give it a go. Can I, like, scroll? Are there different things? Why are there arrows here? Open fire. Is it hold fast and shoot? Is that the one I want? God, we still got hit a bunch. I'm just looking at the text up here. Interesting. Yeah, see, we can do both, but we, aren't very good at it. But it's not as bad as getting hit directly. So it's better to do both instead of pick one if there are two ships at a different distance. Now you've got it, Cap. Fucking took long enough. Jesus Christ. Open fire! I have another question. What about if lots of ships attack us? So many that there's no chance we can scare them back and get away. Well, then we'll probably just fucking dead at that point, but, you know... Okay, there is one more option, but it kinda sucks. And that is... we push the engine to its limits, go even faster, and push all of the crew even harder. The downside is that it would make us all miserable, and we might get hurt. But we get away in probably 3 volleys instead of 5. I understand. If we hung around getting shot and really got smashed up, then we could get even more hurt, and it would be even more expensive to repair, and everyone will get super duper miserable. Running away will increase the chances of mutiny. Oh, okay. So cutting our losses and trying to run early is an emergency only option. That's right. I mean, that's fucking what I just said. Ow. And I'm supposed to be just opening fire, right? Shoot him! Why won't it die? Also, why is that not doing anything now? I'm clicking it, I swear I am. It's turn 5. Hold fast and shoot? No. Brace for impact and shoot? No. Alright, I just hit escape, so I take it once we fire at them a bunch, we can just leave. I don't think that was the runaway option. I couldn't seem to do anything else, so I think that's all I could do. Anyway, I think that's got it. Sleep now. Yeah, they aren't going to catch us now. Good job, Cap. I mean, I did all the work, really. I mean, but, you know, you just said words, but it's fine. Thanks, cutie. If it weren't for the fact that I'm going to get some actual sleep, I'd invite you to join me. Aw, shucks. What? Lear. Cuddle me for doing a good job. Fucking Jesus. No fucking love for the little fairy bitch. The demure spider lass twiddles 2 continuous fingers before skittering over and wrapping Laura in warmth and sleeve. Better. Laura smiles warmly, watching as Grace shambles toward her room. Yes! Yes! You have the softest sleeves, if you catch my drift. The skies are a little overcast as the journey continues on. So far as she can tell, Grace has been guiding the ship in the right direction. Big, thick clouds seem like a pretty good sign. Oh my. Oh no. Elizabeth scoots uncomfortably from spot to spot, twiddling her fingers. Something the matter there, Elizabeth, sweetie? I'm not so good with heights. It's fine. I'm just gonna be in the hold. She mumbles something to herself about making lunch, slipping away into the ship's depths. A flying person afraid of heights. Odd. Have you ever flown before, Captain? Grace smiles at the earnest expression on Foo's face, giving her a scruffle between the ears that gets her tail wagging. Nope, I'm very excited about it. It would seem that Foo's not even listening. Oh, oops, that's not Foo speaking. It would seem that Foo's not even listening for a response, practically panting in her own little nirvana. Rolling her eyes, the captain gives Foo a little nudge and she yelps in alarm. Sorry, I like scruffles. That's actually really freaking adorable. That would be the best because you're a dimwit, Foo. Yep. That's hardly nice, Dana. Foo doesn't care, do you, Foo? Care about what? Never mind. Dana pauses awkwardly before giving Foo the smallest possible pat on the head and stepping away. She can get along with others, really? Bree's voice calls out from somewhere below deck, loud enough to be heard. All hands hold on to something. We're going up. Woohoo! Foo scampers away, grabbing onto a railing. Grace just wraps an arm around the mainsail, steadying her feet. Usually the ship is alive with a dull, soft hum barely on the edge of hearing, but now the hum becomes truly I can't do it! Words! Somehow the sails do nothing to cause an interruption as the nose starts to lift. Okay, this is a new sensation. A heartbeat later, and a jarring, wrenching sound comes from the bowels of the ship, along with a yelp of alarm from Bree. After a little initial panic, though, the rear of the ship also seems to find some ascent. The whole skyline shifts, and the ship stops listening to the waves. Up, 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 woo! Foo's infectious cheers soon as the captain on the verge of bouncing joy herself. But she keeps her composure along with her bated breath. We're not there yet. That engine still seems pretty damaged. Come on. All at once, the ship goes still. Or so it seems to. The sails still flutter, the skyline still grows closer, and there's zero turbulence. However, did we make it? Is that it? All clear. Guess so. Ray, or what did I call her before? Rhea? Or is it Rhea? I can never remember what I call her. I'm just calling her Rhea. Scuttles up next, carrying a tray that appears to be cookies. Laura lets out a delighted noise and zips toward down to snatch one. Ooh, nerve cookies! Nerve cookies? That also was not her voice. Nerve cookies? Translation? When Elizabeth gets nervous, she hides away in the kitchen. It would seem she decides to bake. Huh, no complaints here, I suppose. The Drider girl shrugs, handing over a cookie with a demure smile before returning inside. It is a delicious cookie. Grace is left alone on the deck. Not long afterwards, Fu is seen fit to dash after the source of cookies, tail wagging up a storm. Still, a few hours of travel until we find a ruin, I'm sure. Laura, I'm going to have a sit down. Shout if you see anything up there. Aye, Captain. 2 hours of inconsequential, albeit magical and impossible, flight through the clouds, and a little fairy makes the call. Sword of land ho! You couldn't do it normally, could you? Hey, it's totally not actually land. It's floofly walkable clouds. Elizabeth half walks, half flutters onto the deck, looking around. Oh my, well, it looks solid to me. Feeling better? Yes, I'm not going to let something like this stop me from being helpful, unlike some others. Okay. Leaving Elizabeth to her passive aggressiveness, the captain takes in the view properly as she descends the gangplank. Cheerful-looking birds flap up onto the edge of the ship and along the plank, tweeting happy little greetings. It's hard to see how a lot of them know that they're greetings. It just feels that way. Eventually, the rest of the crew joins the captain on the fluffy clouds. I quite like this place. I'd like a palace like this one day. A palace, huh? Let's see if we can figure out our crippling debt before we lose ourselves in the dreams of royal apartmentship. The Sphinx pouts and huffs, folding her arms. Laura giggles and flutters in a circle, teasing a bird that shows a little too much interest. So, what should we do? Grace smiles at the sight, feeling rather more sure of herself. The ruins are made up of beautiful marble columns that, although aged and worn, are still crisply detailed. At first glance, the ruins are just that, a bunch of old ruins. Now, what the hell do we do? I don't think we're taking pieces of buildings with us. Okay, everyone, spread out and take a look. There's got to be something somewhere if Jackie popped it on my map. Someone got here before us, Captain. Fair point. Be sure to keep an eye out for sightings of others having beaten us to it as well. Maybe there'll be evidence of docking. Most of Grace's attention is taken up by the crumbled buildings at the ruin center. Though they're all caved in on themselves, there are a few animal nests, whereas the rest of the ruins have been very much absorbed by the local wildlife. Oh, I think I see something down there. I'm giving her a new accent because hers is just too close to everyone else's. The drider skitters past Grace, making for those same buildings. A fluffy cloud-colored fox leaps out of some of the pillars in alarm as she skitters to a halt. Ah, that's cute! She seems somewhat disappointed at her ability to spook small animals before her attention is drawn to something else. Captain! By this point, Grace catches up, curiously plastered across her features. A few of the closer crew gather up as well, including a sleepy-looking Alcina. That's what appears to be a trapdoor of stone beneath a number of broken pillars, although the door itself seems miraculously unharmed. Not to mention there's a soft glow coming from it. Do you know what those lights mean? Ray shakes her head, stepping back. Alcina steps up to the plate, starting to haul broken columns away with casual ease. I know what this is. You do? She gives Grace a look that seems somewhat insulted at her captain's surprise before taking a deep breath. Yeah, it's a logic game. You gotta try and make all the lights turn on. And how do we do that? Touch one and then everything around it will either light up or turn off. Excellent work. Leave it to me. Okay, Captain. Good luck. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard. R to reset. Oh boy, I get to play a puzzle. Okay, that was simple enough. That was not. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can tell you right now, I'm gonna suck at this so bad. How did I... What? 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 Alright, let me reset. Maybe this is simpler. Oh, it just resets like that. Perfect. Okay. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this and talk at the same time. So I'm just going to cut to the end of, like, near the end of me finishing this. Because I suck at this kind of thing. So let's give this a go. Alright, that was actually really quite simple. And of course, there's another one. Oh, why? Well, I'm not going to lie. That was really annoying. Like, I guess I'm not really adept at puzzles like that, so it would take me a while, and there's a time limit, so I attempted, but I didn't get it, so now, what, but, it's reset there, Cap. The crew all sigh in disappointment, watching as the lights dim and begin again. It's fine, I know what I'm doing. Wait, seriously? It's trying to make me do it again? Oh, come on. I'm not good at these kind of puzzles. I don't know what the game wants me to do. Oh, it's like last chance. Thanks, but I'm not going to be able to do much with it. I mean, I know there are probably people in the comments that are like, oh, fucking this is easy. All he's got to do is click that. I'm not good at puzzles like this. I don't know what to tell you. Which this is annoying because if this affects my storyline, that's gonna be frustrating just because I couldn't do this stupid puzzle. I guess I should have saved before this. Maybe I should save now. Now that I think about it, let me make a save slot right in the middle of this in case I have to look up a cheat to do this. I don't know. I don't really know what to do, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know how to do these puzzles, generally speaking. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in a second. So, I thought I just did it. Apparently I didn't do it. I thought I just did it, but I guess not. So, risk of mutiny increased. This time when the light goes out, they don't reset again. Come on. Grace slams her palms against the door. Come on! Really? That's annoying. That's really annoying. I don't like that very much. I'm sure some people would be fine because they're just good at mini games like that. Like, I'm fine with mini games, but I don't like actual, like, there's some mini games of puzzles that you just have to, like, kind of figure them out after a little bit. That's like an actual puzzle that, I don't know, not my favorite. Fuck. Alright, let's get some digging equipment. Everybody groans in disappointment, scrambling back to the ship and muttering amongst themselves. Really? That's so annoying! Oh, that's so... Oh, really? Okay. Alright, well, whatever. That happened. Once the captain and crew finally worked their way through the door, breaking a pick in the process, they find a staircase down, which makes for a lot of whining women. Tired. You're always tired. How does that count? Tired-er than... Jeez. Having spent the entire time on the sidelines, Laura zips ahead, giggling and rubbing her mitts together greedily. Linda fidgets with concern when her friend disappears into the darkness, only calming when she hears a cry of delight. Gold, jewels, weird box stuff. Looking through the hall a few hours later shows not as amazing of a selection as one would have hoped, but at the very least amongst the valuables, the contents of a curious wooden box stand out as being old world magical. There's an ornate quill that appears to write with just thought to some kind of collector of oddities in town. It'll likely sell quite well. By random chance, Grace leaves it resting next to her map, and it clearly scrawls out a nice safe route back to port, very conveniently. Not bad, eh? I've seen worse. Gosh, you're bad at compliments. Still, you have a point. We're going to have to be a lot smarter about this next time. The entirety of the crew seems somewhat wary after the ordeal. Even Fu's boundless enthusiasm seems somewhat squashed. She just flops around the deck, eyes half-lidded. Wait, was I supposed to get the lights to go out or lights to go on? I'm confused now. Grace stifles her own yawn. I'm assuming on, feeling her body tremble with the effort of keeping it down. Okay, my beautiful, lovely, sweet lovelies. She claps loudly enough to make everyone jump a little. Grab a drink of something. We're going to get our shit together and go back to port. We'll sell whatever we've scrapped together and repair what needed. Aye, Captain. There isn't even a blush from Bree as she's complimented. Only shabble past her captain toward the lower decks. Hopefully the engine won't explode on the way. It'll be fine. I have some faith, sweetie. My wings are knackered. For once, Laura is actually walking along the floor. Though Lyrid seems to watch her carefully, Alcina has already dumped herself on the floor, snoozing quietly. Definitely need to be careful. Exhausting them like this can't go well. Alright. We're gonna end there. That seemed like a pretty good place. So definitely still interesting. I'm still having fun in the game. I had seen people talking about like not enjoying the mini games, and I can understand that. It's very frustrating to have like a complicated mini game stand between you and like every single character being upset. That's a little frustrating. But maybe we'll learn to do them a little bit better. But anyway, guys, I've been Fiddle Ferret, and I'll see you back on the prowl next time.